countrymen and countrywomen, first of all, I congratulate all of us for reaching this 61st year of Uganda's independence. Mukulukeyo mwenna. Now, the main theme of my speech is from the Common Prayer Book of the Church of Uganda, which is on page 42 of that prayer book. And the prayer book itself was written in 1662. And it says in Uganda, balekanga bye basande kukola, ne bakola bye batasande kukola, n'amazima tegali mu bo. They left undone what they ought to have done, and they did that they ought not to have done, and there's no truth in them. This is on page 42 in the Book of Common Prayer of 1662 of the Church of Uganda. This is one of the many scripture pieces that stuck in my head. I remember the Reverend Yoweri always reciting this portion. How well it describes many situations in the world and especially in Africa today. However, in the last 60 years or so, but especially after 1965, what became the NRM has been defogging, to remove the fog, okujja k'olufu, has been defogging this confusion and disorientation. Because that's what the prayer book talks about. It is fogging, creating fog. Balekanga bye basande kukola, ne bakola bye batasande kukola. They leave undone what they ought to do, they do what they ought not to do, because they don't see properly. So that's why we talk of defogging. Remove the fog. Okujjako orufu, okuyaho orho. Therefore today, on the 61st anniversary of Uganda's independence, it is crucial to restate clearly again the essential ingredients of success for Uganda and maybe the wider Africa. So, if we are not going to be like those people, abalekanga bye basande kukola, ne bakola bye batasande kukola, what should we emphasize on? If we are not going to be like those who left, who did what they ought not to have done, and they did that they ought not to have done, and there's no truth in them, what do we do? Here below are the crucial ingredients. First and foremost, we reject the pseudo-ideology of emphasizing the politics of identity, and we emphasize the politics of interests. While we recognize and respect the respective identities of our people, according to religion, according to tribes, according to gender, we insist that in order to ensure the economic and social prosperity of our people, we must not forget their needs. And what are these needs? Food, jobs, market for their products, sources of raw materials for their industries, shelter, etc. Since 1965, the NRM has been insisting that although our people belong to different tribes and to different religions, etc., they first of all have similar needs: hunger, poverty, shelter, poor infrastructure, inadequate clothing, health, etc. And secondly, they need the supra-tribal Ugandan market and the Pan-African market for their products to ensure their prosperity. This is where